Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Stanford's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Carr. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Smith wants to throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the point after is good. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's 4. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's caught downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. From the gun, running back gets the give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first down.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody. Took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Houston. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Give to the back. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
At the 21-yard line. Offense facing
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, if you needed any evidence that this coaching staff trusts their big offensive line, you saw it right there. 4th down, they go for it deep in their own end, and it pays off.
Come on. Don't you think they thought it was 3rd down?
Somebody on the sidelines got some explaining to do, but he's breathing a lot easier now that they were able to pick it up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Big fullback's got it. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're able to make the tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down. thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Houston offense once again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
There he goes to the right. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Here we go. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Houston going up tempo.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Daniels. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's going for the big play. And that is his 5th